Jim, a 1-1 draw here at Gayfield today. Just give us your immediate thoughts after that one.
Well, I think the game was ruined by the conditions, unfortunately. It was really difficult to try and implement a lot of the things that we'd worked on over the last couple of weeks. We were hoping to build on the good performance last Saturday against Brecon. I thought first 45, when we had the wind at our backs, I thought we played some really good football. Some really good individual performances as well from players. Dario Namo in particular, only trained with the group yesterday for the first time and then played 60 minutes here today, and I thought he'd done great for the goal, obviously, really good assist for Bert. But second half, you saw what happened to Arbroath in the first half. They couldn't get the ball beyond the halfway line, and the second half was quite similar to ourselves. So in terms of a fitness aspect, we got out of it what we needed, but in terms of patterns of play and getting good service into the forward areas, it was really, really difficult. A very dry, sticky pitch with a hurricane of a wind. I think it was very, very frustrating for the players, and it was quite frustrating for ourselves to watch at times as well.
7 new faces in the door already. It was a good introduction to the Scottish conditions for them today. You must be pleased with the stage that the recruitment drives at such an early point in the window.
Yeah, I think we've done some great business up to now. I don't think there's too many teams in the Premiership that have done the kind of volume that we have. 7 really good players in the building. We know we've still got a long way to go before the squad is where I would like it to be. But I think the lads have settled in really well in the last couple of weeks. I think you can see from all the new signings what they're going to bring to the table, and we're well aware of the areas that we need to strengthen, and we're continuing to work on that behind the scenes. But this pre-season, when the numbers are where they're at, it's a good opportunity for some of the younger players as well to get some minutes with the first team, and again there for the last half an hour we managed to blood a few of those, and it's a good experience for them players as well.
Exciting week for the players to look forward to, but from your perspective as a manager as well, it's a step up in opposition level next week when we play Pex Voller.
Yeah, well, that was the way we tried to design the pre-season. Was gradually play against stiffer opposition, and we knew that Arbroath were going to be ahead of where Brecon are at. FC Zwolle next week will be a completely different game again, and there'll be different areas of the game that we'll have to improve in order to get a good positive result against Zwolle next Friday. The second half, I suppose the only positive that we can probably take from it is that we had to really defend the box at times, and we every long throw, free kicks, corners coming in on top, so that was probably an area that we can certainly take from the game. But Zwolle will be different. The Dutch teams are really good possession-based teams. The shape of the team will be called into question a lot during that game, and it's a good opportunity for us to get everybody in the squad 60 minutes, and that's what we aim to do.
It feels fitting to give the final word to David Gold, who's an absolute club legend here at a lower league stalwart. So just your thoughts on him. I saw you had a wee embrace with him when he came off the park as well. Yeah,
I don't know David all that well in terms of on a personal level of played against him at Alloa, and obviously managed against him as well. I had a couple of conversations with him last season when we were trying to make arrangements for the game and for his testimonial, and he was desperate for Dundee United to be the opposition, probably given he knows that we bring a very good travelling support, and I thought it was a great turnout for him. Just as I said, really disappointing that the weather kind of ruined the game for everybody as in terms of a spectacle, but he's done a terrific job so far in his early days of management. Winning the league last season, replacing a club legend like Dick Campbell, not an easy task for anybody. And I'm sure David and his family will have thoroughly enjoyed the afternoon, and the scoreline's not too bad for them either.